Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guru.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kundra Bihari Gopika Giridhari Jai Radha Madhava Kundra Bihari Gopika Giridhari जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।
Yeah. अरे सर्चिंग ऑल तो सर मल्ली देश डुप्लीकेट
वायर प्रॉब्लम है तीस माली बैठा
या हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदामह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। भगवान का प्रश्न को ले लिया को लिए जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Jagannath is in front of you, so nicely chant these verses with lot of devotion and lot of faith, lot of prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayana Namaskritya Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashvapayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtriki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanaಭಾಯ Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre Namo Mahapadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaura Krishna Namaha Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Go Brahmananihaya Cha Jagannataya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Nukum karoti vachalam pangum nangayati girimlit kripahatamaham vande Shri Guru Deenakarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Suchaitanya Ishwaram। ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थां गतोऽपि वा यत् स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सः भयाभ्यन्तरं सुचि। श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु चितोदर्पणमार्जनं भवमहात्वाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयैर्वचन्द्रकावितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दं बुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनं सर्वात्मस्थापनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णकीर्तनं नामकारि पौराणि च सर्वशक्ति तत्रात्मिका नियमिता स्मरणेन एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमिदृशं विरजायिनाग्रह गणादपि सुनीचेना तरोरपि सहिष्णु अमानीन मानदेन कीर्तनेन सदा हरि न जलं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीशकामे मन्मनीश्वरे भवता भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि ऐनन्दरञ्जनीकरपतिरमां विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कजस्य धूलिसदृशं चिन्तय नयनं गतश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदरुधाय सेवापादरतमुखे सुमामदर्शनं मन्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा विदधतातुलम्बतो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु देवनामः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. We'll begin with prayers to Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and Sudarshan today, because next week we will not meet here in Bhakti Center. We all will be in the streets under the shelter of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. Okay? So these prayers are specially written by Acharyas. Actually it's a whole kirtan, but one paragraph for Jagannath, for Baldev, Subhadra, for Sudarshan. Let's try to repeat. Prayers for Lord Jagannath. Jagannath is here. Can you move this curtain to inside? Yeah. Very good. Thank you. Deva Deva Jagannath. Deva Deva Jagannath. Deva Deva Jagannath. Deva Deva Jagannath. Prapannati Vinishana. Prapannati Vinishana. Prapannati Vinishana. Vinashana. Prapannati Vinashana. Prapannati Vinashana. Trahimam Pundarikaksha. Trahimam Pundarikaksha. Trahimam Pundarikaksha. Trahimam Pundarikaksha. Patitam Bhavasagare. Patitam Bhavasagare. Patitam Bhavasagare. Patitam Bhavasagare. I just read the translation. O God of gods, O Jagannatha, the Lord of the universe, please destroy this great distress that has come over me. O lotus-eyed one, please deliver this fallen soul from the ocean of material existence. So I will send this presentation to all of you in the Gachibowli Satsang group. Please read this prayer before you start the Bhakti. If possible. You can make everybody chant. It's very simple. They can, if you recite it properly, just 2-3 words, na? So they can easily repeat. If you can give a printout to everybody, nothing like it. But that will be a lot of endeavor in each Rathayatra. You can just repeat that.
They send in the group.
I send it in.
In their group, they just send the last one.
You can send it in the community group also. Yeah. Prayers to Mother Subhadra. Jaya Devi Bhakti Datri. Jaya Devi Bhakti Datri. Jaya Devi Bhakti Datri. Jaya Devi Bhakti Datri. Prasida Parameshwari. Prasida Parameshwari. Prasida Parameshwari. Prasida Parameshwari. Jaya Devi Subhadratvam. Jaya Devi Subhadratvam. Jaya Devi Subhadratvam. Jaya Devi Subhadratvam. Sarvesham Bhadradaini. Sarvesham Bhadradaini. Sarvesham Bhadradaini. Sarvesham Bhadradaini. All glories to you, the bestower of Bhakti. You are famous as the supreme controller of these material universes. All glories to you, Subhadra Devi, the giver of auspiciousness to one and all. Right? Subhadra means auspicious. Bhadra means dangerous. The same Subhadra was there in the spiritual world, appears here as Bhadra. Right? But when we become devotees of Krishna, she becomes Subhadra here also. Right? So when we are pulling her on the Rath, she is just not Bhadra, she is Subhadra. Right? All auspicious. Praise to Lord Baladev. Namaste Halagraha. Namaste Halagraha. नमस्ते हलग्रह नमस्ते मुसलयुधा नमस्ते मुसलयुधा नमस्ते रेवती कांता नमस्ते रेवती कांता नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला obeisances to you, O holder of the plow. Obeisances to you, O wielder of the mace. Obeisances to you, O darling of Revati. Obeisances to you, O kind benefactor of your devotees. Jai Baladev ki. Praise to Sudarshan. Sudarshana Mahajwala. Sudarshana Mahajwala. Koti Surya Samaprabha. Surya Samaprabha. Ajnana Timirandhanam. Ajnana Timirandhanam. Vaikuntabda Vaikunta Abda Pradakshaka. When I had to learn this verse, memorize them. O Sudarshana, your great effulgence is as brilliant as millions of suns. You dispel the darkness of ignorance and thus reveal the path to the eternal world of Vaikuntha. So some very great personalities are there on the earth. The very Jagannath that you are seeing here, this Jagannath, this Subhadramaya and Sudarshan. In our devotee congregation, there is Jagannath almost in every house. Almost. So one of the wonderful things that we all are doing is we are taking them on Rath Yatra. Because Jagannath deity is very special. Jagannath is meant to go out and give the mercy to everybody. He is not the deity who likes to stay inside his house. Right? He wants to go out. So if Jagannath is coming to your house, that means you have to do Rath Yatra. Right? It's good to do Rath Yatra. Yeah, some of us may not be in a position to do Rath Yatra, but we can endeavor. Right? Srila Prabhupada started Rath Yatras when he was very young. And he wanted a Rath and his father couldn't afford the Rath. And he had to speak with his father. And finally they negotiated and somehow he got the Rath. And then Prabhupada even now remembers, he repeated many times to his disciples, I was very fortunate that I got the Rath. And I did a Rath Yatra, right, near Radha Govinda temple in Kolkata. That is to stay. So appearance of Lord Jagannath. So many pastimes of Lord Jagannath, many of you already know. But whenever we hear, we should sit with the consciousness that we do not know. Right? So when we have that consciousness, he reveals more and more and more. Right? There is no end to discussing Lord Jagannath's pastimes. So some of them might be new to you, some of them you might have heard. The beauty of Lord Jagannath is he likes to be in his devotees' version. There are many devotees of Lord Jagannath who repeated these pastimes in different versions. And all of them are approved. Because Jagannath likes it that way. Doesn't mean that we have to add masala when we were repeating it. That's not the point. But when acharyas have repeated this pastime, they have got different revelations. So with acharya's revelation, are you repeating? Depends. So we will repeat as it is, how we have received. But it is also possible that some of these pastimes, when you are discussing with people in Orissa, they will have a little different version. And when you repeat them in Mayapur in Bengal, they will have a little different version. And when they are repeated in ISKCON, they might have a little different version. And different temples of ISKCON, different version. Like little changes are okay, you know. So if you have heard this pastime in a little different way, don't worry. Jagannath is trying to reveal you in a different way today. Right? So don't have to reconcile. Just accept them, you know, the way they are. And one of the reasons I chose this weekend before the Rath us to repeat this is, of course, for my own purification and also to give all of you an opportunity to hear personal pastimes of Lord Jagannath, and maybe some of the Rath Yatra commanders can repeat them when the Rath is actually going in the community. Some of us are doing Pandal program, some of us are not doing Pandal program. Because the community people, they will come and maybe they will go also. They take the prasad, they will go. So they have missed the Jagannath Katha. Jagannath Katha, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, all of them are very potent. And pulling the Rath also is very potent. But give them an opportunity of hearing at least one Katha of Jagannath. Yeah. So some Kathas you can choose according to the size of the Katha. I would say recommend you something between 5 to 10 minutes max is the Katha time. Especially when everybody is holding the Rath and waiting for you to finish. Right? And tell it with a lot of enthusiasm and with faith. So today is the day to gain that faith. So appearance of Jagannath is mentioned in Skanda Puran and many other Puranas also. So Lord appears, in Bhagavad Gita it is told, Paritranaya Sadhuna Vinashaya Dushkritam. He comes to give pleasure to his devotees and also to destroy the demons. But Acharyas always explain to destroy the demons is not the main deal. God doesn't have to destroy anything because everything comes from him only. If he thinks he can just take something aside, which we call as destruction. But mainly he comes to give us pleasure, to remind us that he is waiting for us, and to remind us that how important it is that we go back to him. Today morning, I was hearing a lecture of Srila Prabhupada, and I thought I'll hear it for 15 minutes because I was kind of late for my morning some other service. But as soon as I started the lecture, I could not stop finishing it. It's almost a 30 minutes lecture, where Prabhupada, title of the lecture is Krishna is the only savior. Right? In 30 minutes, Prabhupada spoke about the sufferings of this material world. I will send that in the group. Right? Today, I will send that in the group. I don't send it. The way material world, after we hear that, we become very serious about pulling the Rath. He is basically telling, how can you say that you are happy in this material world? You are only a fool to think that you are happy in this material world because there is no happiness. There is no happiness. You are assuming, and you have to hear from Prabhupada's, words, the way he puts it. And so many examples he gives of his friends. He says one of my friends is sleeping on the bed, there is a pipe in his nose, and food is going through the pipe. What kind of material world? At every age you are suffering. As a child you are suffering, as a teenager you are suffering, as a grown-up you are suffering, unmarried you are suffering, married you are suffering. Old age you are suffering, on the deathbed you are suffering. There is the question of happiness in this material. Right? And Prabhupada goes very heavy because he actually cares for all of us. So, appearance of Lord Jagannath, appearance of Lord Krishna, these appearances are only to give us some happiness and to remind us where is the real place of happiness while we are in this material world. Unfortunate are those people who don't pastimes of Lord Jagannath. They are very unfortunate. I was very unfortunate, at least for close to 30 years of my life. God knows what I was thinking and what I was doing. But after coming to International Society for Krishna Consciousness ISKCON, and these pastimes of God, now I can't imagine not hearing them. Now I can't imagine not being in those festivals. Right? There is no life outside this. Primarily because the amount of happiness and enjoyment you get, when we do these festivals is unparalleled. And Prabhuji and Mataji's, definitely there is something extraordinarily, some prayerful devotees in this congregation. Otherwise, why would Jagannath plan 40 Rath Yatras? Right? Something extraordinary is happening. Devotees coming and saying, we want to do Rath Yatra, we want to do Rath Yatra, we want to do it in our community. And believe me, with my lack of intelligence or my lack of ability, I am myself responsible for cancelling it is fine. Because I felt already we are stretching beyond or rather I am stretching. That's what happens. But there could have been another 5 also. And Prabhuji and Mataji's. Prabhupada believed in the spark. Wherever there is a spark, fan it and convert it to a wildfire. Right? So whatever positive thing that is happening around the world, we are fanning it here. We are fanning it here, and we are receiving, some good motivation out of it. And I'm very happy to tell that this congregation in this part of the world, part of the city called Gachibowli congregation, has inspired so many cities and so many temples to do more than one Rath Yatra. More than one Rath Yatra. Otherwise, Rath Yatra means only one. It's primarily seen like, okay, we have done a Rath Yatra. Right? Only one Rath Yatra. But Prabhuji, when we started this, then see how Jagannath is functioning. We are nothing special. But he made us special. He made us special. By doing something in software language or language out of the box. Something else we did that people don't do. And then now, Hyderabad, apart from the 40 Rath Yatras that we are doing, another close to 20 Rath Yatras are happening. In Hyderabad. Right? And the number is only increasing. And I only hear one more devotee. Krishna Swami Prabhu just called me, Shashan Prabhu's father. He said, Prabhu, I am planning to do one more Rath Yatra. Rath hai kya? Out of nowhere. Now this thought would not have 5 years ago. But now devotees are thinking about it. Means they know it is possible. They know something like this can be done. Jagannath can be taken to many, many places. Prabhuji and Mataji's, our goal. Of course, by 2029, we want to do 108 Rath Yatras in Gachibowli. We're keeping something like that. Last year when I told this, when we did 20, people said, Prabhu, 108 kidhar se hoga? Prabhu, in 1 year we have doubled it. We are 40. Right? Next year, don't tell it to 80. But who knows? Jagannath has a different plan. We are thinking 108. He can do 216 also. Right? It's up to him. And for the first time, we are endeavoring something out of the blues. I don't know how. I asked Bhakti Maharaj, Maharaj, can we do Rath Yatras in schools? Maharaj said, Prabhu, this is something very unique. We have not thought about it. Why don't we try? And in this very hall, we thought we try to put that endeavor into shape. And we created a pamphlet. And then Lakshmikant Prabhu printed the pamphlet, designed the pamphlet. And then we kept a Google form, and then we filled it, and then we filled it, then we were looking at each other. Google form to fill it. What about the schools? Which school will come? Many people told me that schools may not accept. They will not accept. It's very unnatural for them to accept, at least after whatever secular that have messed this country. Saying secularism means not secularism. We also call it secularism. In sick people thinking about parity in all religions. Nothing but that, right? They can do all kinds of other festivals in the schools, but when it comes to Sanatana Dharma, it is not allowed. But Prabhuji and Mataji's, forget about the 9 schools that we are doing it now. I applaud every single Mataji, especially, Shalu Mataji and Padma Mataji. Is Padma Mataji here? Maybe they left to Avatar. And few other Matajis and Prabhujis who have gone beyond the stretch, Santosh Jaitya Prabhu, to schools, and they have convinced them that Rath Yatra will happen. It's unbelievable. Really unbelievable. We are doing it in 9 schools. One school just got added yesterday. Right? One devotee got to know Anand Gopinath Prabhu, who is part of our main temple core leaders group. He got to know that we are doing something like this. He went and told somebody, and that person went and told somebody else, and that somebody else told a temple, the school principal. School principal himself came to Anand Gopinath Prabhu and asked, can you do Rath Yatra in our school? Hare Krishna. Prabhuji's, the enthusiasm is only quadrupling. It's only going ahead and ahead and ahead. Now we have to be part of this wave. We don't want to be negative. We don't want to be sarcastic or pessimistic here. We want to be unbelievably, crazily optimistic. Right? Like madly. Yes, we want to do. What is the big deal? We'll do. ठीक है ना? So we are doing it, and we'll do it in such a way. Every single Rath Yatra, remember one thing. All of you are participating in more than 5 Rath Yatras at least. I'm 100% sure. If you are not, then do something about your jobs. Because seriously, this is a great opportunity. On the weekend, there are 6 Rath Yatras happening, and during the week, there are another 10 Rath Yatras happening. Please pull out time. Please come to all the Rath Yatras. Do some service. Your mere presence is going to make a difference. Dance and make people dance. That can be one service. You dance and make people dance. Okay? One service in itself. You chant and inspire others to chant. Right? You come, you pull and make others to pull. Prabhuji's and Mataji's Jagannath is giving us this service. Every single person sitting here has a special service. You are not coming there to enjoy Yatra. Anyway, enjoy. You are going to make others enjoy. Show them how happy we are in this devotional service. And Rath Yatra is a very unique festival which gives opportunity for everybody to do something. And remember one thing, no matter in what dress people will come, formal, informal, some people will come. Understand that they are guests of Krishna. Don't think you are devotees, they are not devotees. No. They are all guests of Krishna. What they have done in their past lives, we don't know. Krishna has planned them to come in front of the earth. Treat them with lot of respect. Give them an opportunity to pull the earth. Give them prasadam to eat. Prabhuji and Mataji, Jagannath is watching how we are going to treat everybody who comes to Rath Yatra. That is our measuring point. Not how many Rath Yatras we have done. Even if it is one Rath Yatra, we have done it to the best way that we have inspired somebody. We have inspired somebody to do the Rath Yatra, to participate in the Rath Yatra, to tell about the Rath Yatra. Be enthusiastic to tell about the Rath Yatra. So now God has come to please His devotees. God has come to please Narad Muni. Right? He has come to please Narad Muni. We all know the pastime. When Narad Muni saw the Supreme Lord in the form that we see as Jagannath in Dwarka, when the pastimes of Krishna were being discussed, said, saying you're not supposed to listen. Why? Because if he listens, he'll go to Vrindavan. So all the wives of Krishna, they asked Rohini Devi to repeat the pastimes in Vrindavan, and Rohini Devi was repeating, and she told Subhadra Maya that Subhadra, I think you should go and guard the door because this Natkat Khana will come here. And if he hears, then don't blame me if he stays in Dwarka or he leaves. Yeah. So she does the guarding. But then, who can stop Krishna from coming and hearing about his pastimes? Krishna likes to hear his pastimes more and more. Right? Because he does it for everybody's pleasure. And he likes to hear that. So he's standing outside, there is standing outside. Subhadra Maya, she is Subhadra, she knows everything. She understands that somebody is standing outside the door, and she opens the door, and looking at her, everybody is in shock because they are caught, and they are also seeing Subhadra that she has caught them, and everybody opens their eyes, and in the ecstasy, the eyes come outside, limbs go inside, and this form is created. Some acharyas also say that hearing the pastimes told by Rohini Mata, this form comes out. So as I said, there are multiple versions. Ultimately, it is ecstasy of Krishna. God, when he goes crazy, how does he look like? This is how he looks like. Okay? There cannot be more ecstatic form of God than this. And believe it or not, Prabhuji and Mataji, when Srila Prabhupada took this form in San Francisco on the Rath, many people, without even asking, who is this, understood that he is God. Just by looking at Jagannath. Americans, they don't know who is he. Big guys, some kind of nose, hands sticking out, legs not seen, round face, and they understood he is God. How is this possible? And maximum number of Prabhupada disciples who are holding so many GBC positions and so many responsible positions in ISKCON have come from Rath Yatra. Especially from San Francisco Rath Yatra. The first Rath Yatra that was done on the Golden Gate. Jai Shri Prabhupada, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jai Sudarshan. It all happened in Rath Yatra. Rath Yatra is a very special festival in ISKCON. Because so many devotees have come. And who knows, there might be more. For the pleasure of Lord Brahma. Right? Lord Brahma, after he did the creation in 3rd canto, he is very upset. What did I create? These people cannot be happy in this place. And he is seeing after the creation how they are suffering. Right? So, in 3rd canto, he actually, after the creation, he recites this verse. Shuddha Tridhatunena Imamhur Adhyamana Sitoshna Vatavarche Itara Itarascha Kamagina Achutarasha Tudurbarena Sampashyato Mona Sampashyato Ne Urukrama Sidate Me. He's saying, oh great actor Urukrama, you asked me to do the creation. What did I create? I created a place where people are always hungry. They are always thirsty. Thirsty. Isn't it always thirsty? See, what kind of a creation is this? They are never satisfied. Every morning they get up as if they have not got anything till yesterday. Tomorrow morning, what is the breakfast? That's the biggest question mark. So, actually saying, I should have created a world in which people are happy. At least for one day. Shuddha Tridhatunena. Right? Imamur Adhyamana. Sitoshna Vatavarshe. There is summer, there is winter. Everybody is so much suffering. Sitoshna Vatavarshe. Itarascha is telling many, many more. He doesn't even know how many more sufferings are there in this material world. Just imagine you created a building and everybody is suffering in that. Will you be happy? Brahma created a world and he's seeing everybody suffering in that only. Like Prabhupada's today's lecture was saying, everybody is only suffering in that. And then he's saying, Kamagmina Achutarasha Sudurbarena. Even if I have created everything nicely, everybody is in Kamagmi. Lust, endless lust. You are not satisfied with one wife, one husband, one house, one nothing. Sometimes you are not even satisfied with one God. Right? If you say, oh Prabhu, in our temple there is this deity. Like, only one deity, especially ISKCON devotees. We want all deities on the altar. That's what Prabhupada gave us, extraordinary mercy. Recently we had a discussion, I'm just revealing it, and Bhakti, Padma Saurabh Pracharak Maharaj, a new temple discussion we are having. And Maharaj was like, I think we should have Radha Krishna. I said, Maharaj, what about Jagannath Baladev? He said, see, this is your problem. Why do you want a whole altar of all deities? Why can't you have one deity and just focus on that? But Maharaj, there has to be Gaurmita also, no? And there has to be Narsinga also, no? And there has to be, of course, there is a good reason why we have that. In ISKCON we have all the deities, If you go to ISKCON, Easter Kailash, in, what is it? In Delhi. Radha Pakshasthi. You have like 6 or 7 deities there, including Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman and then Gaurmita, Jagannath Subhadra, Radha Krishna, Krishna Balaram. So many are there. If you go to Ujjain also, there are like deities from this side to that. Good. But at least we have an understanding that all of them are Krishna. But think about others. I went to one temple in the Algapuri township. There are like 7-8 temples inside the temple. And God knows who is praying what. And everybody thinks he is praying the best. Right? But even though he is praying the best, he is still not leaving the rest. He is going there and giving something. Because kuch to kaam banega. Maybe he will not do full, he will give something. So people even not satisfied with one God also. One faith also they are not satisfied. Anyway, so with pleasure of Brahma he came. When Brahma recited this prayer, Supreme Lord appeared. He said, don't worry Brahma, don't try like that. I asked you to make a world, I know how the world is going to be. Right? But don't worry, there will be a place where I will relieve all these people. And that place is Purushottama Kshetra, which is Jagannath Puri. It is there. for the pleasure of Parvati Devi also appeared. The whole beautiful passage of, where once Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, he was with Lakshmi Devi, and Lakshmi Devi is massaging his feet and he is looking in like, there is a problem. He said, Prabhu, what problem you can have? No, there is a problem. You tell me, who is great? Tyagi or Bhogi? Who is great? The one who gives up or one who takes? Tyagi or Bhogi? Who is great? Who is great? Tyagi. So he said, my devotees are giving everything to me. I am nicely sitting and eating bhokta. Right? So I am the Bhogi. They are the Tyagi. So who should eat? Who should eat? Whose prasad? Tell me. Lakshmi Devi is like, what are you trying to tell Prabhu? I am not going to give my bhoga to anybody. Because I am a bhogi. People should only eat my devotee's prasada. I will also eat devotee's prasada. My devotee honored prasada only I have. This is logical now. Now this news went around the universe. Lakshmi Devi is worried, like my Prabhu decided on a thing that is still not implementable. Because everybody is behind Vishnu prasada. And now Vishnu is saying, Narayan is saying, I will not eat anything, I will only eat my devotee's prasada. Then what will devotees eat? So the dilemma is going on. And when the dilemma is going on, who else can resolve the dilemma than Narad Muni? So Narad Muni appears. He comes to Lakshmi Devi and he tells Lakshmi Devi, oh Lakshmi Devi, you are so glorious. You are so wonderful. Without you, nothing can be done for Narayan. You are giving Narayan money. You are giving money to the devotees. That is the reason they are able to, make jewelry for Narayan. That is the reason the whole world is functioning. Lakshmi Devi, you are the best. You are actually doing a lot of things for Narayan. He is praising her. He is not telling me she is above Narayan, but he is praising her. He is saying, you are the reason why the whole Narayana Bhakti is happening. And you are behind everything. You are this, you are that. Lakshmi Devi is like, yes, I am trying to serve. I am trying to serve my Prabhu. And then he says, okay. Okay, what do you mean okay? You just praised me, you're telling you're okay. So Narada, what do you want? Say, I want something, but anyway, leave the matter. So what do you mean leave the matter? You want something? You just told me that I can give everything. No, you want something or no? See, Lakshmi Ma, you give everything, but this thing, let's leave the matter. His Narada Muni. And then Lakshmi Devi says, Narada, you tell what you want. Right? You can't just beat around the bush. Mother Lakshmi Devi, you can't give. Even if I ask you. So I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to ask something that you can't give. She's like, how can I not do? I have full access to Narayan. I can give anything. Ask what you want. You can't give. I'll give. You can't give. I'll give. Okay, give me Vishnu Prasad. I want Prasad of Vishnu. She's wondering, what is this? Narada is Narada. Right? Just now my husband told, Bhogi Tyagi, he will only take Tyagi's Prasadam and he is a Bhogi. He will not give his Prasadam. And this person is coming, he made me commit now. This is Narada's plan. He made her commit that she has to get the Prasad now. And now Lakshmi Devi is thinking what to do. And Lakshmi Devi goes and she also adopts a little bit of formula of Narad Muni. She is going and pressing the feet, but not in a good mood. Narayan is seeing Lakshmi Devi. Amen? In Telugu. Kya hua? In Hindi. Whatever. What happened? Why are you looking so upset? Prabhu, just leave the matter. Let me do what I'm doing. Let me just do what I'm doing. Narayan is about this. Here in Vaikuntha, there should not be any Kuntha. No happening here. You seem to be anxious. What is going on? Prabhu, I am doing my work. You stay there. No, you tell me. Whatever you want, I will give. I'll make it happen. Right? She trapped him. I want your Mahaprasad. That is the point. He looks at her and says, Narada again. Don't think it was Narada. Otherwise you will not do all. Narada come. He says, yes. Narada came, but now you have to give. Then he says, see, I have resolved that I will not give. So I can't go back on my resolution. And you have resolved that you will give. So you can't go back on a resolution. So I will be on my resolution, you be on your resolution. How is it possible? You don't want to give, but I have to give. How can I give? He says, see, you can give when I am not seeing that. When I am not looking at it, you can give. So Lakshmi says, what do you mean you will not look at it? It's simple. Here is samosa prasad. I'll eat it, keep it there, I'll chew it. Remaining you can take from there. I am not permitting you to take because I don't want to give. But you can take whatever you want to take. This is between both of us. Let's resolve the matter. All this is happening in Vaikuntha. So Lakshmi says, this is good plan. So she makes a big plate and she makes another big plate. Because everything in that plate will come into this plate. And Narad Muni is standing towards that plate. That's it. Like, my plate is happening now. Mera ho gaya yahan pe. So she's giving something to Narayan, he eats it, he keeps it there and looks somewhere else. He knows it's going already. It goes to another plate. So another plate is getting filled. All the bhoga, just imagine what kind of bhoga you must have got. Prabhuji, it's unbelievable, no? Everything Narayan has chewed, half is coming into the plate and it's going to Narayan. It's Maha pressure. It's unbelievable pressure. Isn't it? How many want to have that kind of pressure? Hare Krishna. Unbelievable. It's coming. And Narad Muni is focusing on his plate. It's getting filled and filled with all varieties that Narayan is eating. And Lakshmi Devi at the end of it, when finally Narayan is looking, that's it, that plate is moved. And it is given to Narad Muni. Narad Muni has full variety and he goes crazy. But when the plate is being given, then Narayan tells Lakshmi Devi, I forgot to tell one condition. After the whole plate is made, what is the condition? You can give it to Narad Muni, but he cannot give it to anybody. Because I still am on my resolve. My pressure should not go. Right? You have stolen him, but for him, because he asked from you. Let the matter settle there only. He is not going to give it to anybody. So then she tells Narad Muni that, hey Narada, you can take this pressure because you asked from me. I somehow managed it. Now you eat it and settle the matter there. No, Narad Muni, he is a giver of Narayan to everybody. Right? So he always has some thought, but he is also wondering, how will this go? See, a devotee's desire will never go in vain. No? Narad Muni is honoring the pressure, but deep inside is thinking, only I am eating this pressure. This should go to the whole world. How is Narayan going to make it happen now? But he knows that his desire will not go in vain. So he thought about it and then he ate the prasad. Every little morsel, everything, every molecule of prasad was inside him. Right? Complete, swept, clean ho gaya plate. Then he started dancing. He was so happy that he got Narayan ka prasad and that too very special prasad. Stolen by Lakshmi Devi and given to him. Kirchor Gopinath is another level. This is another level. Right? So Gopinath, everything is stolen by Lakshmi and it is coming to him. He is very happy. He takes this prasad and then he starts dancing and he is in ecstasy, and in his dance he loses his route. He just goes towards a direction he should not be going, like one must not have planned. He goes towards Kailasha. And there Lord Shiva is sitting, meditating. And this Narad Muni is dancing like anything. And he says, hey, my brother Narad, we all come from Brahma only. Hey, what is going on? Why are you dancing? And in that ecstasy, he tells, I had Narayan Prasad, Maha Prasad, you don't know, full plate, all varieties, this, that, this. And he's like, oh my God, so many varieties, so many things. Now, Lord Shiva is a Tyagi Mahapurush. He's a completely renounced person. He's not behind varieties of prasad. But when he hears about this special prasad that is coming his way, I want it. Narada, where is my Shiva? Narada is like, oh, why did I come this way? I never expected this. I'm like, but I don't know if you revealed not to give to others or anything. But I ate everything. Everything was there. It's such a special thing. I ate everything. Then Lord Shiva said, it's impossible that Narayan has given the prasad to you and only you eat it. Something should be there. Right? See, everybody knows Narayan's mercy is unlimited. So he sees his fingers, and as you all must have heard, he pushes the fingernails down, and little morsels that are stuck inside the nails comes out. And then a small ball of the prasad is made by Lord Shiva, Shivji Bholenath. And he takes that and he has that, and then he goes into ecstasy. Right? Because God, that ball has everything inside it. It has samosa also, rasgulla also. All the things that he has eaten from his hands has come with all variety into those fingers. And then he has made a ball of all that. Yeah. Just imagine how many want to have that ball? One. So he gets that and he says, what a nice prasad. And then he says, now is the time for Tandav. Untimely Tandav. Right? And Parvati Ma is like, why are you doing Tandav? It's not a time for annihilation. It's not, still Manmantra is going on. People are doing their duties. You can't simply untimely do Tandav and create a new, like layoffs can happen whenever we want, but that cannot be done there. There is a time for it. Manmantra has to come. So immediately she says, hey, why are you dancing like that? What is making you almost open the third eye? Something like that. And then Lord Shiva, in that ecstasy, because the prasad is so nice, he says, but I just ate Narayan ka prasad. I got this. And then he's like, oops, I don't have anything to give. I already told her. And she's like, where is my share? You are nicely dancing. And beside Narad Muni is also dancing. You both nicely definitely had. Where is my share? Well, Narad Muni did everything. He did not bring anything. I somehow squeezed something out, and I think I had something. He said, whatever is that something, I should get my half out of it. Right? I am your Dharma Patni. You are supposed to give me. And where is my share? Without giving me, how can you have? And he's like, no, I don't know how to resolve this matter. And she becomes very angry. Won't you become angry if somebody has eaten prasad and not given to you? How many years became angry it is once in your life? Huh? Come on, tell me. I don't think anybody is a khaki here. Bhogi is looking like khakis. At least to me. Right? I want to know where the prasad is. How can you eat it? Just imagine. Somebody says, Prabhu, yesterday went to Juhu temple. What cake banaya tha, Prabhu? अच्छा लगा ब्रो, इट इज अच्छा ठीक है ब्रो, ठीक है अब चलता हूँ क्या, किधर है? You want to Juhu temple, something you should have got ना? नहीं प्रभु जी, पूरा खा लिया. बोला क्यों? Why did you tell if you did not bring anything? Obviously, she became very angry, and because of that anger, the whole universe heat was increasing. She is Parvati, and seeing that heat, all the devatas were like, what is going to happen now? She is very angry. And then Lord Shiva can't resolve that problem because he is the cause for that anger. Right? And then finally Narayan himself comes. And he tells that, don't worry, your husband has done a mistake now. So I am giving you a benediction that whatever is offered to me as Jagannath, I will appear there as Jagannath, and I will always get meals and meals and meals and meals. Unlimited meals I'll get. And everything will come to you. Like they had unlimited thali, you are going to get unlimited meals that are going to come to me. Right? And by the way, because your husband has done, injustice to you, his temple will be outside your temple. You will be more closer to me in the courtyard of Jagannath. So even now if you go and see, Lord Shiva's temple is outside the courtyard and Bimala Devi's temple is inside the courtyard. Like literally everything that goes to Jagannath goes to Bimala Devi. She is known as Bimala Devi. Yeah. So if you go to Jagannath, you should not miss these things. Right? I just recited. So here, one thing, Narad Muni, when he is very happy with the Supreme Lord, especially with Jagannath, he recites 3 lines about Jagannath, which I want all of you to recite. Right? He recites about Jagannath. He says, Shoka Atitena Shoka. Shoka Atitena Shoka. Which means you are beyond lamentation, but you are lamenting. Right? You are beyond lamentation. You are Jagannath. You are beyond lamentation, but you are lamenting. How is it possible? He is lamenting in separation of Radharani. Right? But he is beyond lamentation. He is Atmaram. He has everything, that is supposed to be with him. But he is lamenting. Bhaya, Moha. Shoka is done for what? For something you lost in the past. Right? Something that you are losing in the present, Moha. Right? And something that might happen in the future, Bhaya. Right? You are transcendental to all these three things. Jagannath, you are Trikala, you are transcendental to all these three things. But what an amazing form of Jagannath you have. You are laughing with big eyes and big smile, but deep inside you are lamenting. Shoka Atitena Shoka. So that's one of the features. Then another feature of Jagannath that he recites, Lord Narad Muni, he says, Purna Nandera Vilapa. Purna Nandera Vilapa. Which means condensed form of happiness but crying. Right? Purna is complete condensed. You bring all rasgula, sugar, everything, honey, and then you make a condensed ball out of it. How sweet it will be. Jagannath is like that. Purna, is completely condensed sweet. But what is he doing? He is crying. He is crying. Crying for what? In separation of Srimati Radharani. Right? And then he finally says, Radha Viraha Vidura. Radha Viraha Vidura. He says that Krishna who is experiencing separation from Radharani and crying. Right? So these three ways he praises Jagannath. When he tells Jagannath, I want you to appear, when he sees Jagannath, he recites these three lines. These were actually told by His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swarup Charak Maharaj when he was here. He was revealing this conversation of Narad Muni with Jagannath. Right? So he came for the pleasure of whom? Narad Muni. He came for the pleasure of Brahma. Then he came for the pleasure of Parvati, who is also known as Vimala Devi. Yes. And because Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Goswami Maharaj, who is there in our parampara, is also known as the seventh Goswami. He wanted to establish Lord Chaitanya's, teachings all over the planet. He wanted a son who is great enough to went and prayed to Vimala Devi. And when Vimala Devi bestowed that prasad to him in the form of a son, he named his son as Vimala Prasad, who is none other than Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. Right? So Vimala Devi. Whose pleasure Jagannath appeared? Who else can you think of? Narad Muni, Parvati Devi, Brahmaji. Who else? Indraduni Maharaj. Right? He appeared with such a pure devotee. He could live without Jagannath. Now, how much difficulty he went through Pavijan Mataji? It was not an ordinary journey for Indraduni Maharaj. How did he get Jagannath? Barely anything. He actually came into our lives. Right? Devotees came into our life. Through devotees, Jagannath came into our life. But how much did Indraduni Maharaj went through? All he wanted was to pray Nila Madhav. And then to pray that Nila Madhav, he had to search for Nila Madhav. He had to send one Vidyapati from his place to go and find Nila Madhav. He found Nila Madhav. There is a whole story how he found. Right? He went to this, what is his name? Vidyadhara. Vishwavasu. He went there and Vishwavasu was a forest man and he showed the place. But after seeing the place, he married his daughter so that he will see the place. He saw the place. After seeing, he told he'll take the retreat. He was tied there. Then somehow he escaped. His daughter pulled him. I'm telling you condensed form of the story. He ran and he came back to the king and said, Nila Madhav. And he said, okay, let's go and get Nila Madhav. Everybody comes. Indraduni Maharaj comes with the whole army to get Nila Madhav, entire entourage, and he gets to know Nila Madhav has disappeared. He's not there. Then again he's crying and weeping, and then at that time Narad Muni comes and says, don't worry, if you do certain number of yajnas, then there is the opportunity of you getting Nilamara. He does those yajnas, 1,000 yajnas he does. And after doing the yajnas, he is told that he will come in Daru Brahma form, in the form of a wood. Right? Now appears in the form of wood. Now still wood has to be carved. Just imagine how much difficulty is going through. He said, okay, let us carve the wood. Now he can't find a good carver. He is struggling. Anybody brings a tool, it's breaking. Tool is breaking. Nobody is able to carve. Then finally, who carves? Vishwakarma. He appears. Then he appears in the form of an old man in disguise. And he comes and says, okay, I will carve. But one condition. What condition? Okay, first my condition. You have to carve it soon. Okay, I will carve it your days. But while I am carving, if somebody comes and disturbs me, I will leave from the place. I will leave the matter as it is. So he is carving and that time between the tuk sound stops coming, and wife tells him, maybe it's finished, why don't you go? He tells, no, he is going to tell when it is finished. No, the sound is not, why don't you go? No, the sound is not coming, that's why you should not go. No, sound is not coming, you should go. In that whole discussion, they open the door. And there is no sound after that. Jagannath is standing like this. So what is this deity? Oh Krishna, what did I do? The only opportunity of taking darshan of Nila Madhav. And he's crying, and then he is revealed by Narad Muni that this is the form. This is the form that I had requested the Supreme Lord to come. The perfect form, the ecstatic form of God. Please worship this form. Construct a temple. Okay? No. Now it's to construct the temple. We also have to construct the temple. Problem start now. अभी तक अच्छा है. Center में बैठे चल रहा है. Right? Now we have to construct the temple. Prabhuji, Mataji, you know what is going on there? There are stones, huge stones are being moved. We all did prayers on Pandav Nirjal Ekadashi, 108 rounds, 128 rounds. Devotees did. For what? For the safety of these devotees. Prabhuji, you know what happened the other day? For some reason, the rock suddenly got dismantled. It fell all the way from the top. It came to the road, but just stopped at the road. You know how big is the rock? More higher than this floor. It did not go on the road. If it had just gone one more, God knows, well, Krishna knows. Right? So this is another Leela. He just made. So my humble request is, everybody in the next coming days, chant more intensely. Because we are constructing this temple, we have huge rocks, many unknown mammals inside, snakes, scorpions, so many things. 80 people are working day and night for it to happen. Some things are done in the night, some things are done in the morning time, whatever. It was actually planned for the night time, but the rock broke and it started rolling. It was a huge rock. That big rock can't fit on a lorry also. That big rock just rolled and came, but it stopped. As if somebody stopped it, like beams stopped it, right on the road. It just stopped. It can't, it's impossible that it roll from there. If you go and see, I don't know if it's still there on the road.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there? My God. Yesterday you saw? Maybe they broke it or it's still there?
It's there as it is.
Hare Krishna. That came, Prabhu, rolling. Can you imagine? If that would have come this way, I don't think even a JCB will become like papad, in front of the rock. Anyway, Krishna is planning. So please pray for the devotees. So constructing a temple is not an easy thing. Indradani Maharaj also, he started constructing the temple, but somebody has to open the temple. Who has to open the temple? He said, the best, the highest has to open the temple of Nila Madhav, Jagannath. He said, I am going to invite Brahma. So he went to invite Brahma. Brahma said, okay, I am just eating 1 minute. He said, okay, 1 minute is okay. Then what is that 1 minute here? That he forgot. He went there, entire temple is constructed, and he is going there to invite the chief guest. And the chief guest says 1 minute, and Brahma comes and he asks, what do you want? You have come here? Brahma already knows. Supreme Lord already told that, Brahma, this temple will be constructed by Indradani Maharaj in future, you have to assist him. So he says, yes, you have come to open the temple, I am calling you for a guest. Brahma says, Arey, you could have called me, I would have come. Or there could have been some other arrangement. Don't you know that you spent 1 minute here and we are already talking? Some yugas are passed in the material world from where you are coming, from Mrityuloka. Indradani Maharaj, oh my God, now what to do? He said, I don't know what to do. We have to figure it out. So then he goes back, he comes back and he can't see the temple. Yugas and yugas, the manvantras have passed, the whole thing has gone down, the whole earth has come up, it is covered. It is covered. But there is the tortoise. And the tortoise is looking, crying, Indra Maharaj. It says that I am the longest living entity here and I know the temple is right here. If you just move this dust, it is somewhere here. So he starts moving it and he sees the temple. And while he is moving it and he starts to see the temple, but that is not his area anymore. The jurisdiction has gone to some other king. Because so many generations have passed. That king comes and says, what are you doing in my ilaka? So what is your ilaka? This temple I have only constructed. Who constructed? This is my kingdom. Then he explains him. I forgot the name of the king. So he tells the king, please understand, you are also king. I was a king. Right? We both are kings only. You are present and past, but I have come here now. We both are present. Let us do a plan in such a way that we'll establish Jagannath. Please understand. He understands. Oh my God, such a great thing is happening here. Let's do it. And then this time he calls Brahma. You only come here. Before a third king comes. So you are invited, please come. And then Jagannath temple is so much. And then Jagannath, looking at the austerity of Indra Maharaj, asked, what do you want? And I want 3 boons. One, first boon is my own sacrifice. I don't want any descendant in my family. Why? I don't want to have children. Why? Because they'll come and claim that this belongs to them. I don't want any property dispute. This temple is yours and it will remain yours. Nobody can say that this belongs to a certain. No, he is overwhelmed by looking at this kind of sacrifice that devotee is doing. He says, okay. Any other point? He says, no sleep. I don't want you to sleep. Because there's so many living entities suffering. You have to deliver everybody and you have come here to deliver everybody. Oh Jagannath, please don't sleep. Jagannath says, okay, of course. God never sleeps. But he sleeps. That is his transcendental lila. In Vrindavan he sleeps. But otherwise he doesn't sleep. So he says, okay, no sleep. So even now, Jagannath never sleeps. How many of you know that pujaris barely leave 2-3 hours for Jagannath? And in the 2-3 hours also, in the night, whatever time they stop, they leave some bhoga there. Provision Mataji, they leave some bhoga there. And next time when they come back after 2-3 hours, the bhoga is finished. It is explained that the bhoga is eaten by devatas who come during that time. So practically Jagannath doesn't sleep only. So either he is dealing with devotees in this world or he is dealing with devotees from other world who are coming. Right? So this is a boon of Indra Maharaj. He says, no sleep. And then he says, third boon, repeat after me, eat. Why do you want you to eat? Because what you eat will come to all of us. Right? So Jagannath says, granted. Radharani's kitchen will not stop in Jagannath Puri. Continuous cooking. Cooking. How many have gone to Jagannath Puri? Hare Krishna. So many have gone. How many have not gone to Jagannath Puri? Please go. Please endeavor to go. After the Jagannath Rath Yatra, definitely you all should go. Keep it a plan to go. If needed, you can put a resignation also. I'm going. Come back and you can take it back. They'll take it back by experience. So, point is, go. Some or other day you go. Don't miss this chance. Why am I telling you? It's very important, Prabhu. Jagannath Puri is in Bharatvarsha, so close to Hyderabad. What are you doing here? We are planning going to Switzerland, some God forbidden land. Why to go all there? You have Purushottama Kshetra. Go there, take darshan of Jagannath. Right? Okay. So eat. These are the 3 boons of Indra Maharaj. For who else Jagannath has appeared? We discussed about Brahma, Narada, Parvatima, Indra Maharaj. Who else? The Swami Srila Prabhupada. Isn't it? He appeared for Srila Prabhupada. Again, he is there in Puri. But he appeared for Prabhupada in America. You all know the past tense. Many of you must have heard that Jagannath, appeared in a gift shop, in a small gift shop. How can God appear in a gift shop? Right? in some foreign smuggled goods gift shop. You know, things that were come from, we're talking about 1970s. Something going from India into a gift store in America is far off. You can't even think probability of that. Jagannath appeared there. And as I told some time back, people looking at Jagannath were attracted without even knowing who he is. In the same way, Malati Mataji went to the gift shop. She asked anything that has come from India, from eastern side. We have a Swamiji who is from eastern side. Maybe if there is something from eastern side, I'll take it. I don't know if the shopkeeper told this is eastern side or no. She took Jagannath deity from there, small like a toy. I don't know, made of wood or clay or I don't know what it is made up of. She takes it to there and she tells Prabhupada, something from your country. Jagannath, like, yes, Malati Devi, what is it? And she opens and shows Jagannath. And Prabhupada is shocked. Because it's the most dear, deity of Prabhupada. And Prabhupada is shocked. He says, where did you get it from? I went to the gift store and I found this. And immediately Prabhupada pays obeisances. And Jagannath has appeared in the Western world. Jagannath has come to the Western world. And then he asks Malatima, you cannot find him alone. There must be three personalities beside him. If not three, two at least. No? He says, yeah, there were two other similar dogs. Please go and get them. And she went and she got Baladev and Subhadra. And, then, what is the process? Shyam Sundar Prabhu. He is a carpenter and Jagannath has come. So he tells, looking at this, please carve Jagannath. I'll guide you more. So Prabhupada gave all the layout and everything. He made a big Jagannath, Baladev Subhadra, and which is what was worshipped. And the Rath Yatras happened in America, one after the other. So many Rath Yatras in America and now all over the world. This is how Jagannath came for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. Right. Jai Prabhupada. If Prabhupada would not have been there, Yadi Prabhupada na hoite, Jagannath na hoite. Right. We would not have seen Jagannath. I can tell you, there are so many people who have taken birth in Andhra Pradesh and died without knowing who is Jagannath. Why? Even the border of Andhra Pradesh, a lot of people in Visakhapatnam don't know who is Jagannath. Even though Jagannath Yatra is so famous all around the world. In India still, a lot of people don't know Jagannath until Prabhupada saw Jagannath in the West. And now entire India, all cities know Jagannath. Right? All cities, ISKCON temples are doing Jagannath Rath Yatra. Here we go. Jai Prabhupada. And after that, what to speak of temples now? Now devotees are taking Jagannath from their houses and doing Rath Yatras in every community, every street. Right? So the mercy is only expanding. This is all plan of Prabhupada and this is all planned by Jagannath and we are instruments in that plan. We just have to witness what is happening. Can anybody here sit and plan 40 Rath Yatras and say we'll do it now? Not possible. Even the meeting that happened some time ago, it is not possible. And all the wonderful Prabhujis who are coming and volunteering for moving the Raths, my Dandavat Pranam to all of you. Not possible. It's inconceivable. The whole sheet, the way it is made. It's a mistake. It's planned by Krishna and all of you are in the plan of Krishna. And the sheet that is made here might become a template for tomorrow in many, many cities. How to plan multiple Raths in multiple places. Right? In front of us it is happening. We don't know what is happening. Right? Me and my wife, we came to Hyderabad. Did we ever think Rath Yatra, doing this area, what will happen? Never we thought. We are simply witnessing. One after the Rath Yatra is happening. Right? And you are also witnessing. And tomorrow you will also sit here and you will tell, Prabhu, I was also thinking like that. This is Jagannath. It's beyond our conception, whatever it is. So Jagannath has appeared for Indrajani Maharaj, he has appeared for Srila Prabhupada, he has appeared for, right? And Prabhupada has made many quotes about Jagannath. I am reading this quote. Can somebody else read? You have a mic there? Yeah.
From my very childhood, I was also worshipping Lord Jagannath. When I was 6 years old, my father gave me a Ratha and I was performing the Ratha Yatra in my neighborhood. And now, in the Western world, you are worshipping Lord Jagannatha so gorgeously. And very, very much. Srila Prabhupada later, June 10,
Activity which is pleasing a pure devotee, our lives are right. We are doing perfectly the right activity for Srila Prabhupada. Confident about that. Right? We are doing the best. We are doing the best. This letter is the proof. Prabhupada is saying it's very pleasing for me if you do it gorgeously. Do it in a very nice way. That is what I am saying. Please go and support others when they are doing Rath Yatra. Don't settle to one Rath Yatra. Don't say, oh, morning I have gone, evening I am tired. No tired. Go. Don't stay in your house. Friday evening, 27, 28, 29, you are not in your house. If you are in your house, then you will come back into the same house next week. Don't go to that house. The stupid house doesn't need to exist. Take your dhoti, go outside. Khatam. You know, go to Rath Yatra after Rath Yatra after Rath Yatra. Don't come to your house. You know what will happen, right? Don't come. Right? So, go outside. Go one after the other. You know, Mahesh Prabhu is crazy. He is organizing, I don't know, one Rath Yatra communities. Go assist him. Go assist Subara Prabhu, Arvind Prabhu, Dasraj Prabhu, and all of you. There is nobody, there is no commander of Rath Yatra. There is only one. Who is it? Jagannath. He is the commander of Rath Yatra. And he is the mover also. By the movers, don't think that you are moving. You are being moved. He is moving you. One place to another place, you know. So we are just instruments there. And if somebody is giving lecture, who is speaking? Jagannath, you know, he wants to hear, he wants people to hear something, he will speak through you. Right? So we are all just nimitra matrena sabya sabya. Right? We are just repeating. That's all. We are not already explained. 40 Rath Yatras in 2025 are already planned with Jagannath. We are part of it. Right? And next year also, how many are planned? We already planned. If you go and ask him, you will be shocked, so don't ask him. He will reveal it by next year. 2026, you will know how many are planned. Just be here and you will witness everything. Can somebody else read the next one? Yes.
Make the Rath Yatra festival very great success. This will be a great introduction in the city and people will appreciate it. And if we can introduce successfully this Rath Yatra festival not only in San Francisco, also in New York, then it will be a great success of my mission in this country. Srila Prabhupada letter May 4, 1967.
He's telling, Prabhupada is telling so clearly, right? Are we following what he's saying? Endurance? Prabhu, आप लोगों का idea, किसका idea है? Whose idea is this to go to each city, each street, each community? Prabhupada's idea. He's very, yeah. Let's read another letter, 1972. Who is reading? Yeah.
I am presently engaged here in London for celebrating the Rath Yatra festival also. A huge festival will begin at Marble Arch and proceed to Trafalgar Square, where I shall speak to at least 10,000 persons. Similarly, my disciples are holding Rath Yatra in San Francisco, Philadelphia, New York, Tokyo, Melbourne, Australia, Calcutta, and other places. So, what was my childhood play 65 years ago now a worldwide event? The same Radha Govindra worship and Jagannath worship is going on all over the world. Srila Prabhupada letter, July 13, 1932.
Prabhupada told in 1972. In 1972 he is saying that my devotees are going to do this Rath Yatra everywhere. Okay? And it's happening. Now I am going to tell a pure devotee's word. Right? Ame Bhakta Pranasya. That is told in Bhagavad Gita. That whatever my devotee says, that will never perish. My devotees will never perish. Is that true? How many believe this? And Prabhupada is a pure devotee. And he is saying this statement. Prabhuji and Mataji, everybody, please focus here. This statement, if you believe, your Rath Yatra will become so vibrant. Provided you go into the Rath Yatra with this belief. Are you ready? Who wants to read it loud? Yeah? You want to read? Okay. I'm clicking it now. Hari Bol. Please read.
If anyone sees on the car Jagannatha, Subhadra and Baladeva, then he does not take birth again in material world. Srila Prabhupada, July 1970.
You have faith in that? Huh? Prabhuji and Mataji's congratulations. That's over. It's done. Just have to continue what. There is no doubt if it's called devotee is going back to Krishna. The only doubt is how many is taking with. That's the only doubt. So let's only focus on making people Jagannath. And this Prabhupada saying, even sees Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra, they will not take birth in this material world. Now, you don't need to calculate. Prabhu, he did not see with devotion, he did not see it directly, he saw indirectly, he saw this. Why are we calculating? Pure devotee is already told. If everybody sees Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra, we will not take this material world. Now when you go and invite just एक minute के लिए आ जाओ, because you know what is the meaning. He will not take birth again. His whole family will not take birth again. Right? These are. And we should have faith in this. If you don't have faith in this, then our Rath Yatra festival is another activity which we are keeping Jagannath as an aspect, but we are just enjoying it. Compassion is bhakti. Gratitude is bhakti. So we have gratitude towards Srila Prabhupada and compassion towards others. That is Jagannath Rath Yatra. So we have to be grateful that we have got this and we are giving it to others. Did Prabhupada do not to give? No. Why are we differentiating? We should not differentiate. Right? So Prabhupada is telling that just do Rath Yatra for Jagannath and everything. You know, I cannot forget that day. In America, Srinivas Acharya told me, I never gave you got up. That is a question of falling down. I said, what do you mean? You have to get up to fall now. We are all always fallen. In this material world, there is nothing like we are not fallen. If you are thinking you are not fallen, you are the most. So, that doesn't, it's not a license to fall. Don't fall further. That much we should do. Now you are rising. You know, but keep getting up. Because Prabhupada has done the job for us. Just be there. Continue. Be with devotees. Devotion is very easy. If you are with devotees, you can chant 108 rounds very easily. 108 rounds. Arre baap re Prabhu. Darshan Prabhu. 108 rounds. Kya ho gaya usse? I don't know. Can you do it tomorrow? Prabhu ji chodo. Ho gaya usse din. Baar mat bolo. No, it's like you can't imagine what you can do when you are with devotees. Right? So Jagannath appeared for one more reason. He appeared for frustrated Gachibowli. Right? So don't think Jagannath Rath Yatra is happening so much. Most frustrated people are in Gachibowli. Am I right or wrong? I am only seeing everybody. दिख रहे प्रवीण? पागल हो गया पूरे? सब पागल है. Everybody is thinking, if I buy this, I am happy. If I sell this, I will be happy. If I get this, I will be happy. You will never be happy. Right? So only by doing Jagannath Rath Yatra in Gachibowli, you will be happy. Let us do that Jagannath Rath Yatra. Jai Jagannath. Right? So what is the special Jagannath Rath Yatra? Can you tell what is the speciality of Jagannath Rath Yatra? Tell me. Lift your hand and tell. Yes.
Lord comes out to
Lord comes out to see. Lord comes, Krishna comes out to see everybody. What are the special? Utsav Vigraha. It's not Utsav Vigraha. Utsav Vigraha is coming out. Directly from the temple. Temple is empty. Have you seen a temple being empty? Jagannath temple is empty sometimes. Yes. What other? Huh? अरे बाप रे इतना प्रसाद कौन खाता है कौन देता है? Right? It's all over the place. Everything. So Prabhuji, Janmashtami is a festival which is organized for the pleasure of God. Is that true? God has appeared. It is organized by devotees for the pleasure of Krishna. Govardhan Leela is by Krishna for the pleasure of his devotees. Is that true? Govardhan Leela is organized by God for the pleasure of His devotees. What is the speciality of Jagannath Rath Yatra? Speciality of Jagannath Rath Yatra is organized by Lord Krishna for the pleasure of Krishna. And we are just witnessing and enjoying. Right? Who organizes this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the commander of Rath Yatra. He has so many teams. You know, when Bhakti Prem Maharaj was here, he made us read the chapter of how he is organizing one team of Gadadhar, one team of Advaita Acharya, one team of, you know, Shyamananda Prabhu, and this, and then the whole Kirtaniya team, and then 7 circles, and this. Who is organizing this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And who is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Krishna himself. And who is the Rath Yatra being done for? Krishna. So this is the specialty of this festival. God is celebrating his own festival for himself. And he is giving us an opportunity to celebrate along with him. Right? We are all asked to pull the Rath. Special, no? Huh? Can you imagine a festival that is being celebrated by God? God. Right? Now, we all know the Jagannath temple creation, as I told, that whole story of Jagannath, right? So, we'll do a brief, yes, bro.
What is the form of Jagannath? Is it Jagannath only or is it Lord Krishna? What is the form?
It's a deity of Krishna. Okay. Right? So, we'll do a small kirtan for 5 minutes. Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Jagannath Sachidananda Tribhuvana Korena Karana लीला प्रचारा हरे कृष्णा नाम बोला लीला देवा कृष्ण बोले कोई जोड़ा देवा कृष्ण कोई जोड़ा देवा कृष्ण बोले कोई जोड़ा देवा कृष्ण बोले Hare Krishna, Jagannath, Hare Jagannath, All glories to the dear son of Jagannath, Mishra and Sachi Devi. All the three worlds offer prayers onto his lotus feet. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. In Neelachala, he holds the conch shell, disc, club and lotus flower, while in the town of Nadia, he holds the sannyasi staff and water pot. It is said that in olden times, as Lord Ramachandra, he killed the demon Ravana. Then later, as Lord Krishna, he revealed the splendorously of pastimes of Goloka. It is he who has come. He has come. Oh, from Braj, he has come to Nadia, accepting the mood and luster of Sri Radha. He has come from Raja to Nadia. He has come. Now Lord Govinda, the cowherd boy, has come as Lord Gauranga. He has come distributing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Vasudev Ghosh, folded hands. He is Gaura, and he who is Krishna is he who is Jagannath. So same Jagannath is appearing in the form of Krishna is appearing as Jagannath, as also as Gaura. Now, Prabhupada and Matajis, all these pastimes we heard, they are from Satya, Dwapara, Treta, so many yugas. But what about now? What about now? Quickly I'll tell. Recent pastimes of Jagannath. This is something that you can tell when you are doing when the Rath is going, just stop and you can tell a recent past. You want to hear? Ones, right? In 1810, just 200 years ago, Pujari of Jagannath, Pujari Patajoshi Mahapatra, walking out of his temple in the night after doing the Jagannath. And when he was walking, he felt that somebody huge is walking behind him. There's somebody who is this huge personality, big shadow. Then he turned, he saw a 15 feet high person. And he looked at him, who are you? He said, I am Vibhishan. I have come here to see Jagannath and I am so happy with worship. I am so happy that please take, and he gave his, armlet. He removed that armlet from his hand and he gave it to him. It is the size of a bullock cart. Right? And even now, if you know Pandas, you can go in Puri and see that armlet given by Vibhishan in the Panda's house. Right? You want to hear more? Yes. In 1890, there was a thief, right? Pujari Vishwanath Makeup. He stole the jewelry from Ratna Bhandar. For some reason, he stole the jewelry from Ratna Bhandar. And the whole family died of snake bites after that. First he died, then his wife was wondering what's happening, and then his family, his wife, no. It is explained that the place is protected by a deity called Lokanatha, who is Swayam Lord Shiva and Nagadevata. This is Ratna Bhandar. Nobody should ever try to steal anything that is good. And this incident happened just 120 years ago, right? So Ratna Bhandar, people are trying to open and see what is there inside. Be my guest. Don't even think about it. Then Mataji, everything that Lakshmi Devi is giving us is whose Ratna Bhandar? What are we using it for? Be careful. Be careful. We don't deserve the salaries, we deserve the money that we are getting. Be very careful for what you are using. Everything Ratna Bhandar of Krishna. And don't think twice to use it for Krishna. Please make the Rath Yatras very opulent. Don't think that, oh, I got this much donation only, Prabhu, so this much only I could do. You have got more, na? Krishna has given you more, na? Maybe others have not given. You can put more, na? Put more. Make the Rath Yatra very vibrant. Because Prabhupada is telling very clearly, I want Rath Yatras to be gorgeous. So, Yatra, every single Rath Yatra that we are doing will be nice. Irrespective of what people are doing. Because Krishna has assigned the responsibility to each one of you. Each one of us. We have to make it opulent. And don't worry how much they will supply later. But you make it opulent. Prabhuji, I only got 55,000, I'll do it. No. You have got much more than that in your house. Ratha Bhandar is there. Jagannath. Let's use it. Let's use it. Make the Rath Yatra opulent. Prabhuji, when you show the Rath Yatra in a nice way, then next year people will come forward to do it even more nice way. If you show it like a poverty-stricken festival, not pleasing Prabhupada. Right? So, this is one of the pastimes that happened. And there is another such similar pastime, another Ratna Bhandar thief, his name is Bihari Daku. Right? He tried to steal. There is a jewel on the forehead of Jagannath. Here we keep. That jewel he wanted to steal. So he came, he entered the Garbhagudi, and nobody was seeing entered the Garbhagudi, and Pujari didn't see, they closed the door. He was inside the Garbhagudi, he removed that jewel, and right after next day morning when they opened the Garbhagudi, they saw that person dead inside the Garbhagudi and 5 cobra snakes were dead. Right there. Right? So this is a pastime 1911. Not too far off. Right? No. But to give you faith that Jagannath is very much in action. Everything is happening according to his order. Right? Hare Krishna. There is a bell in Jagannath Puri. In 1746, there was a captain called Captain Brito from France. He was going towards Pondicherry and his ship got stuck in Jagannath Puri and he didn't know what to do. Please help me take out this ship. And the locals there told, you have come to a very nice place, very auspicious place, why don't you go and worship Jagannath? He went to Jagannath temple, he worshipped, and the ship got released from that particular place. He went to Pondicherry and he finished his business, but he understood who is Jagannath. While coming back, he brought a huge expensive bell and he gifted it for Jagannath. He came back to Jagannath Puri and he gifted. That bell is there even right now in Jagannath Puri. Right, in 1700s. You have seen that? Yeah, it is there, that particular bell. Right? So now Jagannath is full time in action for anyone who comes to him, right? Hare Krishna. Now, this is a very nice pastime. Gachibowli. How many have heard Gachibowli pastimes? Do you know who is Gachibowli? This is one of the very devotees from a little distant village in Jagannath. So Gachibowli, he is from a low class. He doesn't think that he can enter the temple or he should not know. There are different versions of. Please bear with me. There are different versions of this, but ultimately the message is very beautiful. So once he felt he cannot go to Jagannath. So some other people from his village were going to Jagannath. So he told them, the Brahmana he was going, he said, can you give this, can you offer this coconut on my behalf to Jagannath? You are going to Jagannath. I am not qualified to go inside the temple, but you are going anyway. Jagannath is very merciful to you. Can you offer this coconut? Like, okay, I offer the coconut, but why are you not going? I don't have money. I can't go to that place. But I want to send something for Jagannath. But one condition, if he doesn't take, bring it back. What kind of faith you should have to say that statement? The person is saying, what do you mean? If it doesn't take, bring it back. That means it is giving it to you, but if it doesn't take, it justifies, he goes after that whole work in Jagannath, he goes to the temple, he holds that coconut in front of Jagannath. Jagannath, you take it, otherwise I'll take it back. Because your devotee was Dasya. Prabhuji's in this pastime happened not too far off. Right? Both hands of Jagannath literally came out of the temple, holded the coconut and went inside. Right? That's the story. In 1902, this pastime happened. 1902. Both wait, what you are giving is the important thing. You are giving it, but do you really believe that he is going to eat it? Right? He ate it. He actually practically took it and ate it. Right? There are many other pastimes like this. Once he took a lot of mangoes. He himself went. He said, okay, I'm going to offer mangoes now. He stood outside the temple near the Stamba, Garuda Stamba outside. You have big Garuda Stamba, right? There he stood. Then he said, I have come here to offer mangoes. And all the people said, you are going to offer mangoes to Jagannath? These mangoes seem to be very nice. If you want, we'll go and offer. No, I will only offer. Because I want to offer to Jagannath. I brought this special mangoes for Jagannath. They said, okay, offer and show. Gachibowli literally looked at the mango. He said, Jagannath, please take it. And the mango vanished. Then another mango he took, mango vanished. Another mango he took, mango is vanished. Literally they are going out of the thin air. Now these people are saying, this fellow is some mystic. He's trying to do some jadoo. Like that. He said, what do you mean Jagannath had all your... Very happy today. Jagannath accepted, boga that I brought for him. He said, impossible, what do you mean? How can you just say that mangoes are eaten? He said, I don't know. Jagannath took it. So immediately those pujaris ran into the temple. Real incident. They went into the temple. They opened the Gachibowli. It was already open. They went inside and saw all 40 mango chilkas are before Jagannath. All 40 mango chilkas. That is Jagannath. That is the glory of Jagannath. If you give him, he will take it. But you should give it faith. Right? Today there are mangoes here. After hearing this story, I got these mangoes. Right? I have some in my farmhouse. I got them from there. Pakka ripened mangoes on the tree itself. Right? The carbide mangoes ripened on the tree. So now I have offered them to Jagannath. Please pick up your mango before somebody else picks it up. Because Jagannath has eaten those mangoes now. Right? Leave one for me. Take my village fruit. Or from this side I can take one. But brothers and Mataji's, you have to give. You have to give it to him. Don't keep it with you. Give it to him. Give it to him saying take it. And if he takes it, we are done. Right? So this is Gachibowli's 40 mango story also. You want to hear one more story? Yes. Very good. So here Gachibowli is such a wonderful devotee. He always thinks about Jagannath. And then his wife, she knows that he is a devotee. One day in his hometown when she was serving, she gave him some rice in the thali. Like he was just serving. She put, it's a black mud made thali, made of black mud, right? Earlier this clay, burnt clay, that plate. And on that she kept some rice and some spinach curry. So the spinach curry became a little old. It became a little blackish in color. So she put the spinach curry on the rice. And As soon as Dasibari saw that, what could he see? Can you see his eyes? Black background, white eyes, in between black color eyeball, right? Immediately saw Jagannath. Hey, Jagannath, 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 Jagannath. He started jumping, shouting, "Hey, you eat! Forget about eating." I have seen Jagannath, and he's jumping and then she became, "Hey, what is this?" And then she went and took help from the neighboring people. Something happened to my husband. I don't know. He's shouting and jumping. I just fed him something, and they came and saw, "What did you feed? You gave Jagannath there." So what did I give Jagannath? Who like Jagannath? From that day on, she made sure that the curry is kept separately and rice is kept separately. That's about it. We cannot take chances from you. So the curry is separate, rice is separate. Never on the curry on the black plate. Very bold, yeah. So Rath Yatra. Now, Dasabari always felt that, I want to go to Rath Yatra. I cannot go to Rath Yatra because I'm very old now. So it's a real incident that, he had told his wife that I'm so eager to go to Rath Yatra, but we are too old to go. We cannot walk and pull the Rath. What will happen? And then Jagannath came in his dream. He said, Dasabari, you are not. I cannot do Rath Yatra without you. I will do Rath Yatra for you. And Jagannath told you, go behind your house and then behind the house, you go stand there, you can witness my Rath Yatra. And he told this to his wife. Something like this I have been told by God. And then he went and stood there, and literally on the water, he could see Rath Yatra of Jagannath behind his house. And Jagannath is going the Rath. And then he went and told his wife, "Hey, come here, I'm seeing Rath Yatra." His wife went, "Really? There is Rath Yatra?" And she also saw. Both husband and wife witnessed the Rath Yatra behind them. If we have a real desire to please Jagannath, he will do Rath Yatra, Prabhu. He will do Rath Yatra to make sure that we go back to Krishna. Right? These are all Dasibari pastimes. Many more Dasibari pastimes. Yeah. So of course, there is also a pastime of Jagannath's hair. It's not. You don't know Jagannath's hair pastime. There is to be a pujari called Talicha Mahapatra. Now this pujari had a big desire that why Krishna has such a beautiful curly hair, Jagannath doesn't have any hair. So he had that desire that he wants to have hair on Jagannath, and it so happened that to fulfill his desire, Jagannath got hair. Next day morning he went to worship, Jagannath is there. And then he gave Jagannath's hair, and the garland goes to king. After it is offered to Jagannath, it goes to the king. That's the protocol. And king is sitting and waiting for the garland. When he got the garland, he saw a hair in the garland. That means the garland has not come to me, it has somebody else has worn it. Immediately it says, this person has to be punished. This pujari has done some nonsense. The protocol is broken. The garland should directly come to the king. Somebody is there. He told, called the pujari and told, why is this hair there in the garland? So Jagannath has hair, that is why. What do you mean Jagannath has hair? You are making fun of me? Tomorrow morning I am coming. If I don't see anything like that, you are in trouble. Then I put you in imprisonment. And pujari went back to Jagannath and said, Jagannath, I don't know what is the lila. Tomorrow I'll be finished. Please take care of this. And next day morning the king came. He actually saw, hair of Jagannath. And he said, he must have kept the hair. This pujari, to save himself, he must have kept the hair. He went and pulled the hair like this. And the pull was so big that Jagannath got a scratch and little blood coming out. It was hair, actually Jagannath said. And then Jagannath came in the heart of, of the king and told, hey, this is my hair only, what are you doing? So that is the kind of reciprocation of Jagannath. Every single desire of a devotee is fulfilled by Jagannath. Right? What to speak of hair, any dress you want to give for him also. So that is Talija Mahapatra. And how do you know if Jagannath has accepted? So there is a scripture called Madila Panchika. Now Madila Panchika is a scripture written by pujaris. Please hear this. Very special scripture. It is written by the pujaris of all these pastimes. These all pastimes are written in Madila Panchika. This pastime of Dasibori and all that. So whenever anything special happens in Jagannath temple, they write it in the scripture. But the scripture is now hidden. Earlier it was kind of available, people could see. Now it is hidden because in Britishers' time, they took out the scripture and they made fun of Jagannath. That all these things are stories. So they decided, let us keep it confidential. Let common people not know about this festival. So, they kept the scripture inside. So in the scripture it is mentioned, how do you know if Jagannath has accepted the Bhoga? There is a secret. What is the secret? So you make all the bhogas, right? People bring the big pots and keep in front of Jagannath. So after offering it to Jagannath, after the bhoga is offered, mantra is chanted, Jagannath eats it. The main pujari there who has kept the bhoga, he takes a little bit of water in his hand, and in the water he should be able to see the reflection of Jagannath. If he is not able to see the reflection of Jagannath, that means Jagannath has rejected that bhoga. And then a huge investigation is done. What went wrong in that bhoga? Why did Jagannath reject it? Even today they follow it. I don't know how many times it is rejected, but it might be rejected. That is the reason it's mentioned in the book. You all understood, right? Yeah. So this is one of the pastimes where if you ask, did Jagannath eat it? So it is also possible that Jagannath will not eat it if you are not giving with devotion. Patram, Pushpam, Palam, Toyam. If that is missing, then it is waste. Right? As in Bhakti, you are supposed to give it. So Jagannath accepts it or not. So there is another pastime. If in the same, Madhya Panchika it is given that the cleanness of the temple of Jagannath is very important. And no animal should enter the temple. No animal. No dog, no cat, nothing should enter the temple. But sometimes it happened that once there was one cat that entered. Somehow it sneaked in and entered the Gachibowli, and it went and sat on the temple. All bhoga is stopped. All bhoga is stopped. Now provision one thing. So what is the big deal that anything in Jagannath Puri? Live on that bhoga. For example, the rope. Only life activity is to make the rope of Jagannath Rath Yatra. And they have been given a contract by the kings in the past that your only job is to make ropes and you will get free prasad throughout your lifetime. So they don't cook in the houses. They come, make the rope, come to the temple, eat prasad and go. Like that, there are different services like basket makers, pot makers. For them, prasad, food means Jagannath prasad. It's not like they'll go home, they'll cook something else and then they'll eat. No. Their families. So how many families are dependent on Jagannath? Thousands of families, even today. So when the news went to the king that they are going to clean the temple, and till the cleaning is happened, the bhoga will not be kicked. It's a big protocol. The whole kingdom is in chaos. How can you not cook for Jagannath? No, they can't just clean with any water. There is a particular lake which is 40 kilometers away from Jagannath Puri. There has to be water from that lake only. It should be used to clean the Jagannath temple, the Garbhaguri. And you know what happened? The lake was dry. There is no water in the lake. Now king came and told, this is a real incident. What are you doing? I know you want to clean, but there has to be a plan B. If there is no water, then what are you going to do? But Pujari is told, no means no. This is the protocol written in Madhya Panchika. It is written by our ancestors. If the cleaning of the Garbhaguri should happen, it should only happen from that lake. Then the king also could not do anything. Everybody intensely prayed. And then what happened? Varunadev came, filled the lake. One night. The rain happened and then they took the water from that lake and then cleaned the temple and then the bhoga cooking started. Right? These are very personal pastimes of Jagannath. Only Pandas, they discuss this pastimes from Madhya Panchika. Right? So, my worship standard is what devotees said. You all know the story of Ramanacharya. Ramanacharya came and told, no, this kind of worship is not right. You are starting Mangalarti whenever you want. He came at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning for Mangalarti. Temple is not open. Hey, what is this? Pandas are nicely coming at 6 o'clock. You should open at Brahma Muhurta. No, at Jagannath we open. Whenever you open, that is Mangalarti. No. He went to the king and he told, no, you should follow Pancharatrika Vidhi. You are supposed to follow this. And then the king told, yes, you are right. You should follow. Hey, Pandas, what are you doing? This is Lord Jagannath, the Lord of all the universes. You are supposed to follow. The Pandas are looking at Jagannath. What is your problem? You are happy only, na? Why are you pulling all these problems in front of us? Now, Ramanacharya told, tomorrow morning, all of you will be interviewed and you will be selected who is potent enough to go and worship Jagannath, and all that thing will happen tomorrow morning. He said, okay, tomorrow morning we will be ready. But they all went to Jagannath. They said, Jagannath, we gave nicely, you are eating all this time. You never complained anything. We are opening the temple and you are nicely happy only. You never had a time problem. Who is that person who is coming and telling there is a time problem and the king is also accepting? We don't accept this, they became very upset. And Jagannath, very personal. The moment they looked at the devotees, he said, okay, don't worry, I'll take care. So all of them, they came and stood outside the temple next day morning, thinking they'll be rejected or accepted. Right? And Ramanacharya's, some of the other group members, they also came and stood. Okay, wait, Ramanacharya is coming. Ramanacharya is not coming. They are waiting, Ramanacharya is not coming. Suryastam, like sun came out, Ramanacharya is not coming. Where is Ramanacharya? In Kurukshetra. He is transported transcendentally during the night to Kurukshetra. Because Jagannath felt, who are you to teach my devotees how to cook for me? how to wake me up? My wish. So Prabhupada Mataji, this scripture that I told is written by procedures written by devotees. And the procedure keeps changing ecstatically according to the devotee. It is completely the discretion of the devotees and Jagannath. There is no rule that works in Jagannath Puri. This is how they want to worship Jagannath, that is how they will worship Jagannath. 200 years. You understand it? So all the rules are mendable, doable, everything is done for the pleasure of. There is not allowed entry in Jagannath Puri. But it's not like on Ekadashi, I will go to. People can do that also. One devotee in America, when we were getting preached, he told me, Prabhu, if I can exactly know when the Ekadashi is coming, I can travel back to India so that when I go there it is a normal day. Then I come back, the Ekadashi has passed here. So that way, we can manage without. Anyway, today is Ekadashi, we are all here today. So there is a beautiful story of Kanpoda Hanuman also. How many have seen Kanpoda Hanumanji's deity inside? Yeah. So when Pujaris, a lot of sound was coming from the sea. So they told Jagannath, we don't know what we are waiting for you, and we are not sure whether you are hearing what we are chanting or not. So the mantras are going somewhere in the air. We need some help here. Jagannath told, go and tell Hanumanji. He will take care of it. So they all went to Hanumanji and they told Hanumanji, we need a help from you. Please make sure that this whole sound of ocean should not come here. Huge sound, And Hanumanji said, don't worry, I will take care. Hanumanji absorbed whole heat and sound of ocean into his ears. And completely became silent. The next day they came, they were shocked. There is no sound only in the temple. Clearly they are worshipping Jai Jagannath, they can clearly hear echo. What happened? Hanumanji took care. They went to Hanumanji standing there firm, like holding all that sound that is coming into his ears. So it is explained that when devotees go to all the temples and they go to Kanpoda Hanumanji, there the Pandavas tell, please pay obeisances to Hanumanji but don't ask anything. Why? He can't hear it. Because his ears are already clogged by the doing. He can't hear anything. He can obviously hear, but it's called as Kanpoda Hanuman. Right? And there is another pasture of another Hanumanji who is tied. The tied temple. You know that? It's called as Bedi Hanumanji. What is the specialty of this Hanumanji? Why this happened? Because every full moon day, the ocean used to come into the temple. It will rise and the ocean will come into the temple. And all the puja, what is this? We are supposed to clean it every full moon day or what? Please do something, stop this ocean. And he went and they requested, Jagannath. And Jagannath told, I can't do this. It's a very sensitive affair. What do you mean? You can tell the ocean God not to come inside. It is very simple. No, he is my father-in-law. I can't fiddle with my father-in-law. My wife will become very angry. Because Lakshmi Devi came from ocean only, Samudra Mathalila. He said, no, Samudra I will not touch. You deal with it. And Jagannath is not dealing. The ocean is coming again and again. What to do? They went and told Hanumanji, do something, just do something and block this ocean. Hanumanji said, I will take care. Don't worry. So he took care in some mystic way. Ocean stopped coming into the temple. And they're like, very nice. This is very good. And Jagannath is also very happy. Okay. The ocean is not coming, but I am not responsible for this. Then somebody is taking care. My devotees are also happy worshipping all that. And one day the ocean came inside. They're like, what is this? How can the ocean come back inside? So they went and saw, where is Hanumanji? He cannot be seen. Hanumanji is not there. They said, Hanumanji, where did he go? Suddenly he came. I just came back. Hey, Hanumanji, you can't do like this. You are supposed to do the service on full moon day that the ocean doesn't come inside. Where were you? You people only feed sweet. I wanted to eat some khara, so I went to Ayodhya. I wanted to have some spice. Yeah, I heard it reverse. Again, many versions. So I wanted to eat some masala thing, so I went there. So please forgive me. There is no question of forgiving. You cannot leave us like this and go. So they tied Hanumanji there. Literally tied Hanumanji. So it's called Bedi Hanuman. Tied Hanuman can't go. He has to do the service. And when Jagannath got to know about this, hey, what is this? Is this a way to deal with devotees? He is my pure devotee. You can't just stand him like that. But what to do? Then he said, see, then what about my father-in-law? He is also very angry. He used to come and meet me once in 15-20 days. Now you tied Hanumanji there, he will never come and meet me. My wife will become very angry. So then they told, okay, don't worry, Jagannathji, we will take you to your father-in-law once in a year. So there is a festival on which they take Jagannath from the temple, not the Archavigra, but the Utsavigra, to the ocean. And they make him meet his father-in-law, ocean god. So you can see how personal is this pastime of Bedi Hanumanji. This Bedi Hanumanji temple, we can go and see. Yeah. How many have heard the Leela of Damanaka leaves of Jagannath? Damanaka leaves of Jagannath. Yeah? It's very, very, like how important is Tulasi for us, Damanaka leaves are so important for Jagannath. What is the pastime? The king at that time, I forgot the king's name. His name is King Damanaka. Actually, his name is King Damanaka. So he was playing chess with his minister. And every day Jagannath Prasad comes. Now just see, very instructive story. So he is playing chess with his minister, like this one, okay, check, whatever. In that engrossed situation, Jagannath Prasad came. He said, Maharaj, Jagannath ka Prasad hai. Do na. He kept his hand like this. And then he took the Prasad. Then he was just about to eat, he remembered, my God, I used my left hand to take Prasad. Jagannath's Prasad, how can I should take it with my right hand? With tension I should take. I can't just take this. No, I did a big offense. He became very moral. And he became so upset, he was not able to rule also properly. He considered himself as a very sinful person for just accepting Prasad of Jagannath with the left. And then he told his minister, I'm not able to sleep in the nights. Why sleep in the nights? Because, some hand is coming from the window and is trying to kill me. I said, what do you mean hand is trying to kill you? You can handle that? I don't know. I'm not able to sleep. I told one day, you don't sleep like this, king, you'll be dying. There will be so many health problems. I will take care of it. Today, let me sleep in your bedroom. King told, okay, you go and sleep in the bedroom. So the king went there and the minister went and slept and the hand came. As soon as the hand came, minister removed a sword and cut the hand off. And then he took that hand, he took it to the king and said, King, I have taken his hand off. And he saw king was actually bleeding there. It was his hand. The king's own hand. Then he told, hey, what did I do? King, why did you do this? He said, see, I wanted to remove hand because it's a useless hand on my body which has insulted the Supreme Lord by taking prasad with the left hand. I don't deserve to have this hand, but I could not cut my own hand. So I created a story in such a way that somebody else will do it for me. Thank you very much, you cut my hands. Then the minister was like, what is this? And Jagannath said, it's not even offense, you are such a pure devotee to me. You should not have done this. But king is like, this hand is not worth to be with me. So they buried the hand in a place called Jagannath Gardens. There's a garden behind, there they buried the hand. And on that place, a tree grew, a very unique plant grew with some leaves. And it had a different fragrance. The king continued to serve Jagannath by going to the garden and plucking with one hand flowers every day for making his garland. And one day, by mistake, he plucked these leaves also. And then he felt that they are very different. Very different in smell. Then he said, then he went to give to the Pujari. Pujari said, where are these leaves coming from? We have never seen it. Then he asked, you have never used these leaves? No, we never used these leaves. They are very unique, something very different. The king felt, no, then these leaves should not be offered. These leaves should not be offered because they are not something that are offered. Tomorrow morning I'll make sure that we will not have those leaves. We will not give those leaves. So he orders to anybody that whoever picks up flowers from that place is very careful not picking up these leaves. And next day morning they go and all leaves on the plant are gone. There is not a single leaf. And this person is, the king is next and who took all the leaves from? Anyway, we are not going to use it. But who took those leaves? And then when they went and saw, the whole leaves were converted into a garland and the garland is on Jagannath. And the pujaris went and asked, hey, what is this? you know, who put this garland, who made this garland? Then Jagannath gave me the dream and he told, these leaves are most dear to me because they have grown from the body of my pure devotee. Right? And even now, on a certain festival day, there is a festival of stealing the leaves. They take Jagannath from the temple, the deity of Jagannath from the temple, they go to the garden and they make him steal those leaves. Because Jagannath stole those leaves, no? Jagannath stole those leaves and made a garland for himself. So there is this beautiful tree, as you can see there, the pujaris, you know, they are carrying these leaves and these leaves are kept. Huh? Davalam, they are also called, or Damaka leaves also they are called. So this is a festival that happens when you are there. You know, there is a particular tithi on this festival happens once in a year, where the deity is taken, and so you can see how personal the pastimes are. So personal. Jagannath is so personal about it. And there are many good pastimes. There is a pastime of Purushottam Dev, you know, how he got married, you know, how he was rejected by the king of Kashi, which I will not get into now because there is time. I will send you the slide, you can read it. Right? Jagannath is not only a kingmaker, he is an alliance maker also. Right? He is an alliance maker also. He makes his king married to somebody else's daughter and he also wins a war. Swayam. Should I tell this pastime? No? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, quickly yes. Okay. So this king, he used to sweep in front of the Rath Yatra. So there is another king who wanted to give his daughter to this king from Kanchi, and he came and saw, hey, what kind of son-in-law is this? He is a sweeper. I can't give my daughter to a sweeper. He did not understand that sweeping before God is a glorious thing. So he told the king, no, I will not give my daughter to you or a sweeper. Instead, he said, I am sweeping for Jagannath, he is the Lord of the universe. In Kanchi king told, no, Jagannath is not the Lord of the universe. Actually, Ganesh ji is the Lord of the universe. He said, Ganesh ji is the Lord of the universe. How can you accept this? He is a Devata, he is the Supreme Lord. You cannot tell that. He said, let's do a war. If I win, we will establish Ganesh ji in Jagannath Puri temple. If you win, Jagannath will be worshipped. I will also come and worship. Now it's a question of Jagannath versus, Ganesh ji, and it cannot be accepted by the king. So he says, I have to do the war. He accepts the war because he is a Kshatriya, has to accept any war that is being called upon. And he says, okay, I'll do the war. Then he goes and asks his kingdom people, okay, everybody, all the soldiers get ready, we have to do a war. And who are his soldiers? All Kartal players and Mridanga players. Jagannath Puri doesn't have any soldiers because they are all the time busy doing kirtan only. And he says, how can we win the war? Then he is worried at that time, he almost loses the battle actually. They go for a war, he almost loses the battle, then he comes back and is worshipping to Jagannath. Jagannath, you are the Supreme Lord, I want to see you on the altar. Why are you putting me into trouble? Why somebody else has to come? This is not fair, you do something. And next day morning, Swayam Krishna and Balaram, they take horses and they go towards Kanchi. On the way, they see, that there is an old lady. And that old lady, her name is Manika. The old lady's name is Manika. And they said, we are feeling very hungry and very thirsty. Do you have anything? She says, I have buttermilk. Krishna and Balaram tell, oh, buttermilk? We are very big fans of buttermilk. Give us buttermilk. She gives buttermilk. She says, some more buttermilk. I want more buttermilk. Entire buttermilk that she has, both of them drink. Then I say, okay, now we are going. What do you mean going? Give money. You have to give money for this. No. We are fighting on behalf of a king. When the king comes, ask him money. So what is it? He will give us money. What is it? He will write a letter. So they write a letter. I have actually written a letter saying that we are drinking buttermilk here, you have to pay. I give the letter and go. And the lady is standing there and waiting when the main king will come. And then the news comes that Krishna and Balaram have gone and smashed the entire army of Kanchi, king of Kanchi. And king of Kanchi surrendered. The two soldiers came and finished my entire war. What a glorious king he is. So king of Kanchi is coming with his daughter. And this king comes there. And this he comes there. And defeated king of Kanchi only. My army is with me only. Who went? He is wondering where to go and see that army. So he is coming forward. Suddenly the old lady comes there. This old lady comes there and the old lady sees the king and says, hey, wait, you are the king, right? I have a letter for you. So what letter for me? She gives a letter. Two people from your side, they came and drank my entire buttermilk. They never gave me money only. The king is like, what? Which two fellows? What did they do? He opens the letter. Krishna and Balaram signed letter. you know, that we have drunk buttermilk, please pay her. He's like, what is this? King Purushottam was crazy. You know, what can God do for you? He has gone and done battle for you just to establish, you know, to make you happy. And he looks at that Manika. He says, how much to pay? He said, you have to pay for the entire buttermilk. He tells to Manika, open your eyes and see the land around you. Whatever edge you can see, that is your land and give it to it. And that land of Manika is now called as Manikapuram. It is even now there. The entire place called Manikapatnam actually. Manikapatnam it is called. The whole place is given by Purushottam Dev to the lady called Manika who actually served buttermilk to Jagannath. So, like this provision Mataji, there are many pastimes of Jagannath. Very recent pastimes also and old pastimes also. I heard many lectures of Nitai Sevli Mataji also heard, of you know, some other sannyas also heard. Whatever little I could jot down, I could jot down. But there is no end. There is a nice book written by His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj on Jagannath. I recommend you buy that book. And there are so many pastimes. Two parts. Sri Mandir and Jagannath. Buy that books, and there are so many pastimes of Jagannath. Then Mataji, whatever we are honoring here, right now we are not honoring, right? So while it is getting offered, you all might get it out. Prabhuji, whatever it told, Purushottam Dev is a great devotee. Dhamaka King is a great devotee. What is the other person? Gachibowli is a great devotee. What about me in Gauri? I am not any such great devotee. Na? Will Krishna come to save me? Will Krishna come to save me? How many have this question? You have a question or you are all sure? Sure. Krishna. I am not sure. Krishna come to save me. Is Lord protecting me? I am very simple devotee. I am just living in a whatever house, doing a job, frustrated in life. I am doing a Rath Yatra, I am doing something. They are asking, pulling the Rath. What about me? Will you protect me? Right? So Krishna's protection is explained in the word protect itself. So Krishna comes P as a Govardhan Lila to come and protect his Brajavasis. R, he comes as a representative. Right? He sends his representative. Like he sent Vidura to save the Pandavas. O, he is present. Even nobody is seeing him, but he saves Draupadi because he is everywhere. Right? T, teachings of Bhagavad Gita. He, E, he comes and ends the Kandu. So when we are in trouble, he will empower you. And you will not, I did this, it happened, we did it, like this Rath Yatra, we did it, he is just empowering us. C is a combination of all. At his, what is necessary? Protection will come. To some aspect of Jagannath, Jagannath going to protect or not. First statement, repeat after me. When Lord fulfills your desire, He is increasing your faith. Is that true? Yes. Fulfill. Bro, Jagannath, I want to do this. Fulfill. Huh? Hey, He is there. Hey, Jagannath. Again, He is there. Because of Him only it happened. What about, repeat after me. When Lord delays your desire, He is increasing your sins. I have a desire, but something is getting delayed. But is He protecting me or no? He is protecting, but He is making you more and more patient. He is making you wait. So don't think He is not protecting you. He is pakka protecting you. But third, you want to get? Are you ready? Repeat after me. When Lord never fulfills His desire, a better plan for you. In all these three cases, is He protecting you or no? Yes. Huh? Whether your plan is fulfilled, or your plan is delayed, or your plan, He has a plan for you. And we can experience that in our lives. Right? Lord is protecting us all the time. All the time. Please have that faith. We have to just do the Jagannath Rath Yatra. Next week we are all not meeting here. This will be empty. Maybe somebody can come and do kirtan if you are available here. Somebody might come, mangoes and give it. Nitya Prasad Seva will continue. But can you all promise to this Jagannath, these big eyes will always protect us? He's telling it here. Look at him and promise that on 27th, 28th and 29th, during the in the sky, or it has just said, you will not be in your houses. Promise. You if I forgot something in the house, can I go? Yes. Yes. Anybody? Any other questions? Only today. Only today. Or a little bit of 1 hour rest. 1 hour rest. If somebody has L4, L5 problem, I can understand the problem. So, good. But do no staying in the house on 27th, 20th, 29th. Kya problem? Huh? If your boss is telling something important is coming, bring your boss also. Something more important is coming here. Bring. Right? Don't stay in your houses. This is our time to celebrate Jagannath Yatra, and we are not going to sit in the house. Remember these words. We are all looking at him. Did you all promise? Yes. Huh? What's the promise? Nobody sitting in the house. Mera Rath Yatra ho gaya, bro. Ours is over. No. Your Rath Yatras are over. And there are school Rath Yatras probably. We need your help. Morning o'clock to 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock you are relieved. You can go back and do the same job you are doing. But morning 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, you can come and witness small children pulling Rath of Jagannath. In very nearby vicinities. Only 2 or 3 of them are a little far. I will again publish the school Rath Yatra. I will publish the commander of the school. Just come there and experience and help us coordinate. We need a lot of coordination help. Where each class students will come to pull the Rath. Just imagine, class 1, तुम्हारा turn. Class 2, तुम्हारा turn. Class 3, तुम्हारा turn. When we were in class, we never had opportunity. But of Srila Prabhupada, Rath Yatra is going into the schools now. Right? And tomorrow, sooner or later, every school in Hyderabad will have Rath Yatra. It is just it will happen. Every school. It will be a curriculum. It will be curriculum. And with pride they will tell, our school Rath Yatra was jackass. Our school Rath Yatra was unbelievable. तुम्हारा school, छी, बेकार school. Rath Yatra नहीं करते तुम लोग? We should create that kind of situation. We asked Lakshmikant to shoot from under the earth also. Because he shoots on the earth and above the earth. I don't know what shooting you will do. The Rath Yatra should be so good that people should remove their children from other schools and join them in a school where Rath Yatra is happening. It's your responsibility. And whoever is not engaging Lakshmikant Prabhu, you are doing a big mistake in your life. I will discuss with you offline. Because engaged devotee, you can get a photographer who will make anybody look like anybody. Right? But if you engage a photographer who is chanting 16 rounds, he will make Krishna look so beautiful. He is already beautiful. But he will make the whole festival so beautiful that it touches the hearts. It touches the hearts. Let us engage. Right? Temple based. We don't have to work. We'll discuss. Then we'll start. Jai Jagannath. Jai Baladev. Jai Subhadra. Jai Sudarshan. Jai Kumar. Namaste Narasimha. Namaste Narasimha. भगवान की भक्त श्रवण प्रसाद महाराज की एवं विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मचर्य स्तोत्र जवान इसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की एवं विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मचर्य स्तोत्र जवान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद की ओम श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुर धाम की पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की गंगे मैया की यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी की कलियुग पावन तुलसी महारानी की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की ट्रांसजेंडर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ट्रांसजेंडर प्रसाद डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंद ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबली डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबली डिवोटीज all glories to assembled devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang Ancha Kalpatarubhya Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki upcoming Jagannath Yatras ki all Rath Yatras grand success ki mercy of Lord Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki divine grace AC Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada mercy ki Nitai God Premanande. Just 2 more minutes, please don't get up because when devotees come here, you know, and I forgot to completely went blank. Please forgive me. Please, just 2 minutes. I know. If we can give 2 more minutes, then have the dinner. So Prabhuji is here. Amal Mahmood, they have opened a nice school here. They are actually helping children, getting children to join their college. Son is there in the college. Many other devotee children. Muralidhar Govind Prabhu's daughter is there. Also, there is a and son Bala is there, which is preparing you also, you know, for many exams in all areas. they give a social environment also. They have a hostel also, day scholar also. Hostel. Anything from here? I was talking about based economy. This has to be like this, that our children are nice. I felt a desire to start my studies again when Aman Mahaprabhu told about it, but I don't think they take me in the school now. So I only request, please hear this, take the pamphlets and think about it and contact them for more information. I'll pass it on. A small slide, please, it's for our families only. We'll just finish it in 2 minutes. Yeah, Hare Krishna, please. Just 2 minutes, please. You have stayed for so long. I actually forgot. Otherwise, I would have finished a little sooner than this. Coming? Jai Hari Bol. Yes, bro.
Hare Krishna. So, I'd like to thank Jagannath Prabhu for giving me this opportunity of announcing this in front of all the devotees. So, my name is Ninad. I am passed out of IIT Madras, and me with a couple of other devotees, we have started this coaching institute called as Shri Ram Smart Minds Academy. It's a JEE and NEET coaching institute. So I have come here to announce regarding this JEE and NEET foundation course which we are having for the class 8th, 9th and 10th students. So we are already running the batches of class 11th and 12th who are preparing for the IIT JEE and the NEET success. And many devotees have supported us, and they have also, their children are studying with us currently. So this is the course which we started. I'll just briefly give a background why we have started, because there is a, if you see the school syllabus, there is a huge gap between the class 10th and the class 11th syllabus. And when the students come and they have to prepare for the competitive exam, which has even deeper, they face a lot of difficulty in actually coping. What we observed is many students, even though they go to big international schools and their parents pay lakhs of rupees there, but the fundamental concepts which they are supposed to learn, that are not at all clear. And also they do not have exposure to deeper thinking or the higher level logical thinking problems. So through this foundation course, we provide this exposure to the students early on, and we help them to learn whatever the school syllabus is very nicely, make them understand the concepts very thoroughly, as well as take them more deeper and get them prepared and gear up for this facing these competitive exams like IIT, JEE and NEET. So just to keep it brief, so these are like after school classes, it will be held in the evenings. So we have already started the batches for the class 8th and 10th. So last time also we had made the announcement, but many parents said that the distance is more. So this time we have also started the online batches. So may I know how many devotees have kids, or they know in their close circle who are in this class 8th, 9th and 10th? Can you please raise their hands?
Very good. Very nice.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have this online as well as offline, both batches. If you can come to our campus there, we are located in Bandlaguda, Jagir. So there it's around 40 minutes from here. Or there are online classes also, and especially for class 10th we have kept it on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So devotees can also come physically if they wish, or they can do a hybrid mode also. And we are providing a 1 month trial fees for 999 only. So maths, science and mental ability, these are the subjects that are mainly going to be covered, and your child will become really expert at these subjects. So as I said, since the batches have already started and some few batches are about to start in the next week, so those devotees who are interested can please hurry up for this course. And also I would like to request all devotees, especially those devotees who are congregation leaders, that if in your congregation also there are some parents who have the children in these classes, so please help us to reach out to them. We want to reach out to maximum students as much as possible. So I'll be here after the announcement, and if you would like to help us in any way, if you have your own child, or you can help us to reach out to more students, then kindly give me your contact numbers. We can discuss in details, and I can let you know further also. And also we are providing in very affordable prices. If you go outside and see in the big institutes, as compared to that, we are practically providing at half the fees only. So devotees who are interested can kindly come and.
Thank you.
So I'd like to just also request Nirupama Mataji to speak for 1 minute because her son Sumit is studying with us from the last 1 year. So Mataji also wants to express.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's and Mataji's, Dandavat Pranam. Our son Sumit has been in this school for the past 1 year. I just wanted to let you know about one thing that I thought was very unique of this school is that the faculty is really good. We only see in very big institutions where they are IIT faculty who have come from IIT, and this is for JEE and NEET. I think we have very highly educated and also devotees to begin with. So there is this nice balance of education with spirituality involved in it. And one thing that I thought was really